The Nittany Lions and the Buckeyes, a rivalry born of one side setting the standard and the other trying to climb the mountain. And we are on the cusp of dotting the I on a great clash in this one. Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Checking in with the Buckeyes head coach before the game. He understands the rivalry nature of this game, and he has asked his players to play with poise every step of the way. This crowd can get you off your pace. They can disrupt things at the line of scrimmage. And he said, guys, we have to communicate and stick together in this environment today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Buckeyes offense has the ball first today. As the song goes, the Buckeyes like to fight that team across the field and show them Ohio's here. Penn State was painfully aware of that the last time these two faced off.
Yeah, and then you have the snarky media and everybody talking about it. This is what Ohio State does. They always beat Penn State. They beat them bad. They embarrassed them. I hope Penn State's ticked off and ready to roll.
There are a lot of guys on Ohio State that got a few extra helmet stickers the last time these guys played because they were making plays all over the field. Penn State's best players have got to play better in this one.
As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. Looking for room, it's Jackson. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
And David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long. Containing the QB speed because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting a sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Run ends there.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Fires to the middle. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. And the Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Promising start to that drive sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. A third and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Sends it back in motion. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got his man! And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Wants to throw one first. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack. These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. We really sensed that Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always talk about Penn State. We talk about...
Runs through a man. He might have space. Smashes through the tackle. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
That's That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Makes the grab. Runs through, man. He might have some space. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He'll get rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Offenses know and work on it all week. 3rd downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite them.
Good right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 up.
Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. On the move, it's Edwards. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. And the Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Great place to start for this offense. The lone back's got it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I like the thought process on an offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And, man, that's so frustrating for this defense to get him in 3rd down and short. And, look, the first down is almost a touchdown, right? So this is a tough situation. This defense is going to have to bring in big bodies and really sell out somehow, try to get some penetration, try to make a big play on 1st and goal that can maybe back them up.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the extra point makes it 14-3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside, it's Edwards. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense putting points on the board. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And he makes the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Looking deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. On the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Tavian on the play action. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. On play action. Throws to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Staley. Here he goes. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeye! And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. On the return, it's Wallace. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3. And that's a live ball. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Back to pass on 2nd down. In traffic, it's Edwards. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. The Nittany Lions peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. The run inside. It's Edwards. Got 6 yards on the play. 2nd and 4 coming. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Right back to it. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll move the wide receiver. Got it, looking for a first. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
On third down, he drops to throw. Working that left side now. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Nittany Lions go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Got his man. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22?
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. You build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Tavian St. Clair. That's caught. It's Roberts. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. Got it in the middle, it's Staley. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Buckeyes are flying down the field. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And the Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he tacked on the extra point. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. He knew exactly what he wanted to do with that relatively short kickoff. Took it 83 to the house. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. On target over the middle. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Throwing St. Clair. Moving out to the right. He'll pull it down and run. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They go play action with St. Clair. Throws to the tight end. Complete downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. On the snap, it's Jackson. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. These guys have taken some body blows in the 1st half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
He's got it. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Back open in the middle. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that 1st down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to take it back. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Hits the hole. It's Jackson. Still on his feet at the 35. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We begin with Arkansas State taking on the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns. And it's the Red Wolves looking to make it 5 straight wins, and they do that. They essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that.
We're just about ready to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. What did they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Guys, I caught up with the Buckeyes head coach coming out of the locker room. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
And, man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the...
He's looking deep. Makes the catch on the right side. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Quick give. It's Edwards.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. They'll run the screen. A big third down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Dead center perfect.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. As we check in with Holly.
Here on Ohio State's sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are.
He's loose on the left. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it first and 10 just outside the 40. St. Clair. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Ohio State. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Leaves it in his belly. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about it.
They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. From the gun, it's Edwards. Just smothered on the play. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
On the run, it's Jackson. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Buckeyes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Handoff again. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Changing the routes with his receiver. Fourth down, St. Clair. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Looking for a big gain. Got it in stride inside the 20. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. The Nittany Lions trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Wallace. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. If this defense can come up with a stop here, they will take a giant step toward winning this game. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Well, on the sideline, got it in the end zone.
We're in the 2nd half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. If they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Tavian St. Clair. Left side, it's Johnson. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. A 1st down for the offense. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Back to throw. It's St. Clair. The quick out. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Run the gun on 3rd down, St. Clair. Fires immediately. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. He leaves it with the back. Got the 1st down. Across the 25, he's got room. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeye! With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. The quick game. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. They'll run the counter. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop sometimes. You're usually pulling 1 or 2 guys, and that penetration in the backfield can kill you, can get to the running back before he gets started.
2nd down, gonna throw it. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Penn State. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And the defense lets the big tight end get behind him, and you could see it. When he saw his tight end streaking down the field, he knew he had to throw it up in the air, let him go make a play. He does it. Big play for this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll move the tight end. Handoff to the single running back. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
It's inside. It's Rodgers. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. He's past the marker. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Right side, it's Johnson. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. And the Buckeyes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Maybe some room here. They stop him just a leak or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll run him again. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. A 1st down run on the doorstep. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Jackson.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They want to think this 3rd and 1 play over, and they'll use a timeout here. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Back has it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got out of trouble and throws. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Makes the grab. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Got to make the play on 4th. Smashes through the tackle. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. With Ohio State once again taking down Penn State in this one, the Nittany Lion fans left to wonder what might have been. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.